James chapter 1 says, consider it all joy when you go through trials of various kinds, knowing that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Our faith is seen as durable. Our faith is seen as reliable. Our faith is seen as legit when it's up against fiery trials. You know what you made of when you going through something and you still got your faith. You know what you're made of when you're in the fire with no reason to believe, but yet you still believing. You see, anybody can believe when it's easy to believe. When you're not going through nothing, you can scream that, yeah, God said he'll never leave us or forsake us. When you've never been abandoned. You know, you can scream that God said, even if your mother and father forsake you, I'll take you up. Yeah, you can say that if you never experienced abandonment from your parents. In other words, if you just living in lollipop land and you haven't went through trials and tribulations, you really don't know the durability and the reliability of your faith. And this is not to feel bad. Let's say you haven't had a rough life. I'm not saying you've had to have a rough, horrible life to understand what faith is. What I am saying is to know if what you believe is really what you believe. You have had to have that belief tested with trials, with circumstances, because that's when we see what a person really believes. You know, I put it like this. I was in a holdup at the age of 11 or 12 years old. I went into a store one day, and as I was going in the store, a gunman literally grabbed me by the shirt and threw me across the room. This was late at night. However, as I see this guy pull out the gun and he's robbing the store, what happens is I go to the back. At this point, it's only me and one other guy in the store. You know what I began doing in that moment? I began praying what I thought would be my last prayer. I said, God, please forgive me of all my sins. Please forgive me of all my sins. What am I doing in that moment? In that moment, I'm literally saying, I know this might be my last day on this earth. I just want to make sure I'm right with you, God. In other words, what I believed about God was shown to be true. I really believed that, first of all, there was a God who could forgive my sins, because I'm praying to him in what I thought was my last moment. The trial of immediate death showed me, what I thought was going to be my immediate death, showed me that I really believe in this God that I say I believe. Can you say the same? Have you faced a trial that showed you your faith is what you thought it is, what you thought it was? It's your boy Rain. If you like what you heard, subscribe.